Hi everybody, welcome. Tammy from Tammy's Homesteading Crafts. Today we're in the corner of my office where I like to come to you guys on a twice a month, I guess now, for a knitting podcast. Maybe we'll be changing that here now. Once the weather starts turning to spring, we might be starting to do some outside ones, but we'll see what we do. But for right now, we're doing twice a month for a knitting podcast. We have a lot of stuff to go over. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, and if you're interested, stick around. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to welcome all of you to my channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, for visiting my channel, for subscribing to my channel, liking and commenting to my videos. It does help me by you guys doing all of that. And also for those of you who might have not subscribed to my channel, consider doing so. It does benefit me by you subscribing to my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's get into the video. So usually with our knitting videos, I will do a update to the website. We have a lot of new bags to show on the website. A couple of other things that I want to show. We got a couple of new stitch stoppers, so let me show you what we have on them. Oops. Okay. These are the first ones that we have. Little patriotic guy. I guess he's a gnome. It says USA. So we have those in the shop. And then we also, I got some really cute little Easter eggs. So I got a bunch of these to go into the shop. So those are the only two new stitch stoppers that we have in the shop. Oops, those are gonna roll. The other, we have refilled our Blue Jays. We've refilled our wine glasses. Some of those were getting low, or I think I might have been out of one or two of those, but red and white wine glasses we've refilled. Our little sitting sheep, the white we were out of, we put some more of those in the shop. And I think that's it for right now. I have more coming, some new ones that just haven't gotten here yet, but I have some other new ones that are coming. But other than that, that's all of the new stitch stoppers that we have. Been trying to get them caught up into the shop. Some of them, once they sell, I'm going to kind of let them sell out. I'm getting a ton of the stitch stoppers, and I love them, but I just have so many. I don't even have a way to transport them too much anymore. There's just getting to be so many of them. So I'm really trying to just kind of, I need to consolidate and not get so many. So once some of them sell out, I might not be getting them back in unless there's a request for them. But until then, I probably will not be getting them back in. So that is all of the stitch stoppers that I have at the moment. Like I said, there's a lot of them in there, and I just refilled a whole bunch of them. But right now, that's what we've got. Okay, so the next thing, we've got some new bags into the shop. I'm starting, well, we'll start with our Valentine's Day bags. We'll put this one over here. So we've got a little wrist bag. It's got a little mouse holding a heart. It is lined with the heart fabric. I probably should see if, I probably should lock my screen. So let me lock the screen here and I will get back to you. Okay, so hopefully I locked the screen. But we have one so far of just a little wrist bag, little mouse on there with red roses and a heart, and it's lined with the heart material on itself. Okay, so that's the first one we have. And these are a limited design, so if you guys like this one, this is the only one of these wrist bags that I have like this. So if you like it, grab it while it's in there. They will be available. Today is January 20th, and they will be on the website by the time this airs on the 26th, but they will be before then. If you guys follow me on Instagram and Facebook, I will put out a post. If also you have subscribed to the email for the website, which I'll put all that information down below. If you guys subscribe to the email, I will be sending out an email of the new bags that are in the shop, so that, you know, people on the email list that might not follow me on social media or don't have social media can see that, hey, we have some new bags into the shop. So I try to do it in all three places if I remember. But that's part of my project to do today, since it's actually morning that I'm filming, because I'm off today from my normal job. So I'm going to get my filming done this morning, and then I will get some computer work done, get all the bags loaded into the website, and put out my emails so that everybody knows what's going on. Okay, so on with the bags. The next bag that I have is a medium tall, and that is the same little mouse with a heart as the wrist bag. Again, paired with the heart material, really cute. All of the bigger bags have a key tag on the inside to hold your stitch markers. So, or keys, or whatever you want to use it for. So there's that bag. Okay, do I have... And then one more. He's kind of a Valentine's Day bag, I'm going to say. And this is wine, because you can't run this shit show sober. I just thought this was pretty cute. And being that it's red and everything, it's kind of a Valentine's Day bag. So I've got this one in the shop as well. Okay, the next thing we're going to show is our groups of Valentine's Day bags. Okay, so here is a large tall. It's got the gusset in the hand, not a large tall, it's just a large with handles and gusset. It's got the extra 7 inches for the gusset there. It's got handles. These now all are starting to have the pockets on the inside as well. I'm starting to do that with these ones with the gusset on them. When I make them, I try to put pockets on the inside of them. This one is lined with the red with the pink hearts, and then it's got pockets inside there. He has the purple gusset on the top, just because there was so much other colors and I thought the purple looked really cute. And as you can tell, these are very sturdy. They stand on your hand really well. With the pockets on the inside, they make a nice yarn bowl. I hold mine. I have one that I made for myself and my sisters to match, and I pretty much use it as a yarn bowl. It's got the pockets, you know, there's 5 pockets in there, 2 on this side and 3 on the other side. And I just use it as basically a yarn bowl. I put all my stuff in it, and I just let it sit like this, and I work right out of the top of it. It works right nice. It sits right next to you on the chair, and you can just work right out of it. But that is one of the ones from this design that we have, and that is a large with handles and a gusset. Okay, in that same fabric, we also have a medium snap, and it's got the same heart fabric on the inside. With the snap, we have the wristlet. Okay, and then we have some drawstring bags. We have one with purple on the top, and then we have one with red on the top. Thought we'd make 2 different ones. So we have both of these. Same inside fabric with the red and the pink hearts on both of them. But just to give a different look for the people who like the pink and the purple. And then some notions pouches. This one has the love fabric, the same as the back on the top, and this one has purple on it. So we have these in the shop to match that. So that's all of that set. Okay, so the next set that I have is another large bag with handles and the gusset on the top. And this is our Valentine's gnomes, and it has the pink, or the pink and red hearts on the top, red handles. Of course, this one has pockets on the inside as well. Let me see if I can get this down so you guys can see those. And then the pockets on the inside as well. There. I try to match the pockets as best I can to the outside of the fabric, but make them stand out. As you can see, that's the bottom is lined with pink, so the pockets really do stand out on this one. But we have that. And then we have a medium snap. And again, with the medium snap, we have the wristlet. Little heart gnomes, Valentine's Day gnomes. We have a drawstring, and then we paired it with the little heart red with white hearts at the top of this one. And it's pink on the inside. We got a little small snap. And then that's pink on the inside there. And then we have a couple of notions pouches. This one has the gnomes at the top there. And then this one has the red with the hearts at the top there. Okay, so that's all of that collection that we have. And these will be on the website. Collection, the group picture of everything that I have, and then below it you'll be able to find, and there'll be pictures of each one that is available. Okay, so this one is, it's not necessarily Valentine's Day fabric. It was just red and pink knitted fabric, and I thought, you know, why not put it through for the Valentine's Day fabric? So this is a medium drawstring paired with a pink print on the inside, and then just pink, solid pink for the drawstring at the top. We got a medium of that, and of course mediums have the snap, medium snap, and the snaps have a wristlet with it, and again that pink print on the inside. We got a small drawstring. And then we got a small snap to go with this. Okay, so that is all of that, those designs. So the last Valentine's Day design that I have. Oh, and then notions pouches with those, sorry. We have some notion pouches to match those, a couple of those. Okay, so this is in this design we have in two different colors basically. So I've got this with a bunch of knitted puffy hearts. I paired it with the mint green to keep out of the mint green that's on there. It's lined completely with the mint green. This is a medium drawstring. We have that also in a small drawstring. And then we have a couple of notions pouches to match that. So that's what they look like. Okay, and then we have them in purple. So we did the snaps, and then I paired them with the purple to bring out the purple in it. And of course, snaps have a wristlet. It's a light purple on the inside. We got a small snap to match that. And then we got a couple of notions pouches to match. those are all of my Valentine's Day bags that will be dumped into the shop this weekend. Have a couple of other one-of-a-kind design bags. So this is I thought this little horse was cute. For those of you who like horses, it's just walking in a field of daisies. Just thought this was really cute, so I ended up doing this little horse bag, little small drawstring bag. Again, this is a one-of-a-kind. When it's gone, it's gone. And then I started to do my St. Patty's Day bags, and this was a one-of-a-kind design that I had with the shamrocks inside of the little green truck. We all know how well you guys love trucks, and it just seems to work. It's paired with a dark green shamrock, and then of course the white with shamrocks on the top. Again, one-of-a-kind design. Once it's gone, it's gone. So if you guys are interested in any of these bags, website will be running along while I talk about these so that you guys can see it, but also it will be linked down below in the description. So that is all for the update of the shop. Let's talk about our finished project, because we have one, guys. We got one done. So let's talk about that. Okay, so my one and only finished object is I got my treasure trove wrap done. And it is, I love it. I finished it so that I could run out of almost all of my colors. I love that it has an I-cord all the way around it. I have not blocked it yet. It's just going to be perfect to put on if you were to go to a party, you know, in the spring. Well, really the fall would be perfect because of the colors that I picked. But if you had to go to a wedding or something in the fall, this would be a perfect little wrap to put on. It would be over your shoulders. It'd be nice and warm. It took 5 skeins of yarn, so it was a lot to get off of here. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed the stitch pattern. I was ready for it to be off the needles because it was a lot, but I really do like it. I just have not taken the time to block it. It's going to take a little bit to block, and I didn't know if I had a spot that I could lay it out on the floor, stretch it out and block it without the dog walking all over it. But really, really happy with the way this turned out. Finally finished my last color there on the purple, but I love, it's like a purpley red, and I do like it. I was really looking for a more of a brick red to end it with, but I like that purple. It just matches. I'm really happy with it. I'm not upset with it by any means. But that is my one and only finished object that I have. Nothing else. So let's talk about our current whips, because we have gotten some work done on those. And I don't know if I started one. No, I think my other one I had started, I had them on the needles the last time. So I think everything that I have is still been going from previous. So let's talk about our current whips. Okay, so our first project, let's talk about our daily knit wrap that we're doing. We have gotten quite a bit done on this. We were right here last podcast, and we're here. We are actually on January 30th, so we've been working ahead, been able to get some time to knit on it, and trying to do 30 minutes at my lunch. Since I know I've already gone through these patterns last year, I figured I don't need to be surprised of what I'm doing, so I just wanted to get this done, get it off the needles. I'm looking to just get this cake of yarn in and see where I'm at. Once I'm done with this, if I feel I need it to be longer, I'll go more. I don't think I do. I think once all this gets in, it will be big enough that I won't need to do it any longer. And then I'll just take all of my other scraps that I have, and I will just start winding them into, once I get a pile of them, I'll just start winding them up and doing a magic knot ball and see what I do with it. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I figure if it's in a magic knot ball, it's a good possibility that I might use it for something. And maybe I'll just make some mismatched socks. Who knows? I like to do my socks one at a time, so maybe I will pull from each end of it and just do some mismatched socks. I don't know. We're going to see what we'll do with that, see how big our cake of yarn is going to be. But yeah, just working on this and trying to get it done, get everything caked. All of it knitted up that's in there. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, let's move my stitch marker up so I know where I'm at next time I podcast while I'm talking about it. I tend to forget to do that. Okay, moved it up. So now we're at the spot where we need to be. But yeah, just I've been gradually trying to work on this every day and doing 30 minutes of knitting at lunchtime on this every day to try to get through my skein. I'm to the point that I like it, but I'm to the point that I want it off the needles. I'm done working on it. I'm at that stage where I would like it off the needles. But we'll get there. I'm not too worried about it. It will get done. But it's just, I'm making myself work on it every day. And 30 minutes usually gets me more than one day. And that's why I'm at the 30th, because I've been gradually every day working on it for 30 minutes. I can usually get 1, sometimes 2 days done in the 30 minutes. Depends on how detailed the stitches are that I'm doing. Okay, so that is all of that one. Let's talk about our Pure Comfort cardigan. We have been working on that with my Barocco Fika yarn. I got the sleeves done. I got them off the needles this weekend. So the sleeves are done. Now I'm back on just the body. And I worked on that and I got an inch and a half done just yesterday on the body. So it's one of those things that I can sit and not think about and not have to pay attention, where if I'm watching TV or watching a podcast or something, that I have to think and pay attention to a pattern, I can sit and do this. But yeah, I've got about 3 inches more of regular knitting to do before I need to put the ribbing on. And then I've got to pick up all of this all the way around the collar and then all the way around the other side and do a fisherman's rib on that, which will help this from rolling. But yeah, so that is what's going to take me the longest. I would like to have this done by the end of next month, before the end of February. That's my goal. I would like to be able to wear it to the retreat that we are doing, that I'm going to at the end of February, 1st of March, but we'll see. See where I get. I just don't know. I don't know how long and detailed the fisherman's rib is going to take me. I still have quite a bit of yarn. I have this much, 2 of these, this much left from my sleeves. I still have this much left for my body. And then I still have 2 full skeins that I have not caked up yet. So I have plenty of yarn to do what I need to do. I don't figure, I probably wouldn't have needed to get that other skein, but I wanted to make sure I had enough because I didn't want to get to the end and then not have enough. I'd rather have an extra skein and not need it than need a skein and not have it. And of course, they all have the same dye lot. A lot better chance of them blending while I'm doing that because they were all dyed at the exact same time. But that is where I'm at with my Pure Comfort cardigan. Sleeves are done, working on the body. Hopefully be able to get the body done here maybe by the end of this month, and then I'll have a whole month to work on the fisherman's rib. Buying a collar is basically what it is. It's a collar that I have to attach to. We'll see. I've never done the fisherman's rib, so that'll be a new stitch for me to do. But yeah, I'm thinking when I did my sleeves, I thought maybe I should try to do a rolled hem bind off, because everybody says they really like the way those look, and I do like the way they look. I've never done one, so I might, when I cast off the bottom ribbing, I might do a rolled hem. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's called a rolled hem. I'm not really sure, but we'll see. Okay, so that's that one. I think everything else has been on the needles about the exact same time. So let's talk about this one, which is a little bit, what's closer to me. This is my doodle summer. Let me pull it up. It's not a doodle, it's a color work thing. And it is my Gathering Flowers. So I've got quite a bit. I have one more section of this before I start going into changing colors and starting to do some color work. This is the first part of the yoke. Once I get this done, then I connect into the round. But right now it is just flat knit back and forth with these little holes and stuff. I've made mistakes, but I'm not going back to fix it. It's, you know, you make a mistake, you learn from it. If it doesn't look too bad, it's just a little, this is right next to my face. It'll probably get tucked in, so most likely it's not, a lot of this is not going to show. So I'm not too worried about not having it correct here on the sides. But yeah, so that's where we're at. This is our Gathering Flowers. Working on it, getting a little bit. It's an 8-row repeat. So I have one more 8-row repeat before I start into adding my colors into it. Okay, the next one that, excuse me for leaning down, I gotta grab my bags. Okay, the next one that I've had, and this is what I was talking about. This is my bag that I made. I made one for me and my sisters. I have an older sister, a middle sister, and of course I'm the younger sister. So I made these bags for them for Christmas with the pockets on the inside. But I've got 5 skeins of yarn caked up in the bottom of this bag for my twisted cardigan that I'm doing. I've got my pockets filled. I've got a notions pouch in here filled with stuff. Just all kinds of things in here. I use it as, like I said, a yarn bowl. It's got everything that I need. It's got my light inside here if I need some candy apparently. So yeah, I've got all kinds of stuff in here, and then all of the yarn that I have. I have not gotten very far on this because I'm to the point where there's directions that I don't quite understand. So I've pretty much stopped. It's one of those things I know if I stop, put it aside, do some things, and then come back to it in a day, 2 days, whatever, I can figure it out. I haven't had a chance to come back to it without a lot of noise in the house. I need it to be quiet where I can read the pattern and try to figure out where I'm at, what I need to do. But yeah, that's where I'm at with this one. Like I said, I like it. I'm happy with the pattern that I have. And I love the colors. I just have to figure out where I'm at, and then I can start going again. I'm not going to, let me backtrack a little bit. This pattern is one of those patterns that gives you 4 different designs, 3 different styles. So when they're writing the directions, it doesn't, you start here and it says the yoke for this one, the yoke for this one. And it's not specific of which one I'm at, where the yoke is. It says yoke increase, and then it's got different designs for the yoke increase. Different instructions for whatever pattern that you're following, but it's not clear, which one I'm supposed to follow. So I'm really having a hard time following the directions. I don't know why I get myself into these patterns that they're not written clearly enough for me. And it could be me. It might not be the pattern at all. It could just be me that is not understanding where I have to go. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just struggling with trying to figure out where I need to go and what I need to do. So we'll get there. We're just, we're going to work on this for a little bit, and I'll reread it, and, maybe I'll knit it out how I feel it's supposed to go, and hopefully it's right. We'll see. That's my plan. I don't know. It's a cardigan, so it's just going to be back and forth. It's not going to be connected together. It's never going to be in the round. It's always going to be flat. We'll see. But that is where I'm at with that one. Didn't get much progress done on that, but I did get a lot on my other cardigan, which has been on the needles longer, and I would like to have that one off by a certain time. So I'm okay with not working on this one right now. I need to maybe clear my head and get myself to the point that I'm able to concentrate on what I'm doing. Okay, I guess the next thing I've had on the needles would be both of my socks. I'm working on 2 pairs of socks, one for me and one for my mom. These are mine, and I'm on the gusset part of it, trying to decrease for the gusset for the foot. Leg is done, heel flap and turn is done, and I'm just working on the gusset. Once I get it past that, it's just a really easy sock to just start. I can take it anywhere with me and just start knitting on it. I've got them both about the same place. This one, my friend gave me this self-striping yarn. This is the first time I've ever worked with self-striping yarn, and I think it's kind of cool. I like it. I'm pretty happy with the way it turns out. I have another skein right here of self-striping that I need to cake up, and I wanted to get on to get some socks on the needles as well. But yeah, I need to get this one caked up because it is a self-striping as well, and try to get those. And I probably will do these all. I probably won't do, I don't know. I do have this little mini here that I could do for pop of color. Maybe I'll do it at the top and at the toes, and then do the heel flap and gusset all with this, just to try to use up the self-striping yarn. Maybe make a little bit longer of a sock, just so that I can use this up, because I don't know what else I would use a self-striping yarn for other than a pair of socks. My mom's socks are coming along really well as well. Hers are a little bit further along than mine, but that's okay. We're almost to the point of closing out and just doing the foot, but I got two-tone. I did hers, and this might be how I do my other self-striping ones just do a cuff here, do everything in the same color, and then turn around and do the toe in the solid color. That would allow me to use up most of my yarn that I have here. But yeah, these will be done here shortly. Little shorties don't seem to take me too long to do. And it's just using up what leftover yarn I had in my stash here. I had a decent amount of those two colors left, and I thought, you know what, I could use them to make a pair of shorty socks and possibly use almost all of it and not have a ton of yarn left. Okay, I have one more cast on that was already cast on, and then I have a new cast on. So let's talk about our last one. This is my doodle cowl that I am doing with Cornbread Honey is doing a doodle along, and I have this started, my cowl. I'm now to the point that I'm going to do my last little repeat here, and then I can start my next doodle that I have going, adding in my next color. Yeah, I've never done a doodle, never done these. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. It's really, you really have to pay attention to your floats on the back. They can't be too tight. Otherwise, you don't see everything. So it's really working with your tension of your yarn that you're holding to make sure that you keep it so that it's all not all bunched up. I might have enough to do a hat in the same pattern. We'll have to see when I'm done. But yeah, almost done with the first section of the doodle, going on to the second section of the doodle. But that is it for all of my cast-ons that I actually had on the needles previous. So let me show you the newest cast-on that I have. It's crochet. Now I know I've told you I don't crochet, and I technically don't, because I really don't know the stitches that I'm doing. My hand just does it. I can't really say that I know what I'm doing. But I had this, it's Rewind yarn tape yarn. So I have that. I had quite a few of those. I'm holding each color double. So I got 3 colors, and I have 6 strands. I wanted a nice, thick, heavy-duty bowl. I need another bowl for holding my my sewing stuff on my sewing table here, because if it's in a bowl, I can just pick it up and move it if I need it to be off of something, instead of trying to figure out where I'm putting everything. So I figured, I have this. I bought it to make some bowls, and I just never did. I wanted to make some yarn bowls to sit around. And I've never made them to do that, but I thought, not necessarily a yarn bowl, but just a bowl to put stuff in. So this is what I'm working on. I just started it this morning. This is as far as I got, and then I decided to podcast. But yeah, hopefully it really won't take me all that long to do, and I'll have it done maybe today and be able to start using it. That's my plan. But I know my stitches are off. Like I said, I kind of know some things of how to do it, but I don't know everything. I'm not by far a master crocheter. I'm a self-taught crocheter, and I know some stitches, but I don't know a lot, and I just keep doing the same stitch over and over. It's my version of whatever stitch it is, because I'll tell my friend who is a master, she's a teacher for crochet, And I'll be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. She's like, yeah, no, you're not. I was like, seriously? She goes, yeah, you're not. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so I just do it, and it's my version. So that's what we're doing. But I'm making a circle, making a bowl. Gonna be decent size because it's got to hold quite a bit of stuff, and yeah, that's where I'm at. And I might make another one because I need another one for something else too. So I might make 2 of these, a smaller one. We'll see how well this one goes. But that is all of my projects that I have going on. So let's talk about our acquisitions and where we're going to be coming up. Okay, so for my acquisitions, I am still getting my Patreon from Cornbread Honey, but I haven't been to her shop to get my January one, so I don't have that. I know I podcasted and showed what my December one was, but Two.Sheep sadly is going out of business, and they posted all of their yarn for $15, and that's an awesome price for hand-dyed yarn. $15, I can get 2 skeins for about the price I would get 1 skein, and I can do a sweater. I can, for myself, I can do a sweater with 2 skeins of yarn. Usually they are enough that I can do them, but also if I need to do like the ribbing of the sleeves with a different color, if I think I'm going to run out, or the bottom, I can always do those, the ribbing in that on the sleeves in a different color. Or if it calls for like an I-cord on the bottom, I can do those in a different color. So I'm not too worried about that. I can always add on a mini skein or get something that matches to do that. But these were some of the colors that I got. This is a green and navy blue, black. There's blue and black and green in this. Yeah, it's really pretty. I liked it. I thought it was going to be a really nice color when I ordered it, and it turned out to be very, very gorgeous. I'm more of a fall looking color, so I don't have to like hurry to get something made right now. But this was the first thing that I got. And then the second thing that I got, and of course when you see this you guys will be like, yeah, that is you, was this. Actually, the tags are upside down, so that's what the tag looks like, the yarn it is. But look at that color. Yeah, this is definitely me. A lime green, a ocean blue, an orange, red, coral, lime yellow, bright yellow. Yeah, speckles. I can't wait to get this knitted up, and of course 2 of these be nice to be able to do with a shirt or whatever. But yeah, so those are, most likely I'll probably do myself a t-shirt or a light sweater with both of these skeins. But those are the 2 acquisitions that I got. Trying not to get a whole bunch of new yarn this year, but you know, you gotta, when you see something that you like, you gotta buy, because a lot of times it's not gonna be back again. Some places dye at one time and they don't do it again. Just like my one-of-a-kind bags. You see one, you gotta grab it. But that is it for all of my acquisitions. So let's talk about where you can find Tammy's Homesteading Crafts in the coming months. Okay, so for Tammy's Homesteading Crafts in the coming months, where you can find us. We are going to be again at Busy Sticks in California for the Bay Area Yarn Crawl. That starts, I want to say, the 14th or the 15th of March, and I'll have the information down below. And it goes to like the 23rd. So she's graciously accepted to host me again for the time of the yarn crawl. So you'll be able to find my bags in her store for that time frame. So that's the first place you can find us. The second place right now that you can find us, on March 15th, we will be in Tennessee at Loopville. I will actually physically be at the store in Loopville in Knoxville, Tennessee. We're going to be on vacation, and I will be there for that day for a trunk show. She has graciously accepted to host me for one day for a trunk show. So if you guys are in the Tennessee area, you guys watch my podcast, follow me on social media, check it out. I will post on my website where we're going to be the upcoming trunk shows so everybody knows where you can find me during the months. I'm just starting to get trunk shows going. Hopefully I can get a few put on the books here and get going with all of my trunk shows. But yeah, those are the first two that I have coming up for March. Yeah, otherwise you could always find me at Tammy's Homesteading Crafts online.com on my website. Everything that I have is available on the website. Yeah, that is everything today, guys. I don't think it's going to be as long as it usually is. We had some stuff to talk about, but not a ton. Hopefully you can't hear how windy it is. It is really, really windy here. It's cold here today. Really cold, like 18 degrees. I'm so glad that I didn't have to work today, although I was still up at 5 o'clock or 4:45 as though I was going to work. But I've been working at getting bags ready. I probably over the weekend cut out over 50 bags to get started to sew up and to get ready for the upcoming shows. I've got some really, really cute material that I've gotten in. I've been bringing material in for the past 2 months and haven't been sewing anything on it. I've been buying a lot of spring material so that I can start bringing it out here in the next coming months. And that's what I did. I started cutting out all of that material to get it ready to go into the shop. Just trying to get some bags and stuff out. I have a lot of material and I just want to start getting some bags made and out onto the website. But that is it for, oh, I also wanted to take a moment. Thank everybody who purchased during my blowout sale to make room for all these coming bags that I have coming in. It was such a success and I am so grateful for everybody that purchased from me. So happy. Thank you so much, everybody who purchased. I really appreciate that. And thank you for all of you who subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all of you as well. That's it for today's video, guys. I guess I don't have anything else to talk about. And we will see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.